Hello everybody! We have a Rise update. Through my own research, I was able to find out some information regarding Beyblade Burst Rise, and not only will I be talking about it, but I will be actually showing pictures to prove it. Alright, so this comes from Amazon Germany. Okay? So what you're seeing right now, Amazon Germany. So this gives us some information on some stuff. There's one thing that is particularly hype. So keep in mind, I did actually have to edit the text just a bit on the thing, right? Because when you do the translation from German to English, some things maybe get lost in translation or some things aren't right. So I only fixed minor things like gyro and whatever it is. But for the Dusk Balkish B5 and Right Artemis 2-pack, which is a little bit weird since last I recall, whatever. Anyways, this is what just the listing says, so keep in mind that if some stuff doesn't look right in proper English, it's just because of how the translation works. I'm sure in German it makes a lot of sense, and I'll make sure to put the listings with the source in the description. So, contains a left spin Beyblade, which is D48 TH16 of Dusk Balkish. So, and the right spin, right Artemis, D74 TH01. So the thing you have to keep in mind about it is that, yeah, that's a little bit interesting. So DR48, to my memory, is not a new disc. I believe it's just base 7, and that's a little bit weird because I'm pretty sure how frames work and how they label it is DR whatever, right? Like this, DR, whatever, you know, depends on what the product is, right? So DR44 should just be the regular 7, which is a little bit disappointing. And the other part of the thing, which I'm just trying to see, which is TH16. TH16, new tip. So DR44 is the base 7. So if that it turns out to eventually be 100% confirmed, because we don't have pictures right now, so obviously nothing is 100%. That is a little bit disappointing. DR48. Huh, wait a minute. Oh, D48. Huh, D48? Yeah, no, wait a minute, that is weird. Huh. Yeah. I just had to double check just to make sure. Yeah, why are they just doing 7? Why are they just not? Why are they not doing? Why are they not doing the thing with the frame? That's no. Okay, whatever. That kind of sucks. We're gonna get a hypersphere tip of orbit metal. Don't ask me how they're gonna do it. I'm just as curious as you are. Really sad. We don't even get the wall frame. Now I know what people are gonna say. With how hypersphere works, similar to Slingshot, to have a frame, the frame would scrape on the thing. Look, the easiest solution to not wanting the frame to get scraped when they're doing it is just put a little disclaimer on like the instructions. If you want to utilize these bays properly, the best way to play with these bays is without a frame. And the problem is solved. If it does turn out to be true, it's going to be really disappointing just to have it just with just frame. Like just the frame on its own. Or I mean just the disc on its own. Whoa. I really wanted that purple wall, man. I really wanted that purple wall. With Right Artemis, TH01, that's Jagged Hypersphere from Solar Sphinx. That's the dark blue tip. And D74, that should be Python, actually. Yeah, that is Python. Yeah, Python. So it's gonna be Dusk Balkish, 7 Orbit Metal, and then after it's gonna be Right Artemis, Python, Jagged? Okay. Personally for the Balkish, I don't know, the Gen thing, they're just gonna mold it. I don't even think the base will have the stopper. I think even more, which will be that Balkish won't have the gimmick of like the shield that it's supposed to have, which will really suck. Like really, really suck. If it does turn out to be 100% confirmed. Next up, Venom Divalos. I just found the listing there. I did a video on it before. Basically, Divalos, right spin chip. If you want to get the left spin chip, you have to get the Erase Divalos, which actually on that topic of, this is just what the listing says, so if stuff feels confusing, probably it is. But Erase Divalos D5 and Less Astro A5, so parts for this are D75, So D75, just to double check on Venom. Just want to make sure Venom's part. So D75 is the disc. With Venom, it was, yes, alright. So both D75, TH11, which, me checking right now, TH11 is non-existent. So TH11, that will be Bullet Hypersphere. So I guess we'll have Vanguard. The TH18, it's gonna have a different tip, which I guess would make a little bit of sense. Left Astro, D69, so Blitz. D69 is Blitz. And what'll be the tip? TH04, just checking if that's a new one or not. TH04, so that is a new one for the thing. Okay, so Blitz and a new tip, I guess. So if you want to get it, you have to buy you have to buy the erased Diavolos to get the left chip, you have to buy the right one to get the right chip, right? So all this basic stuff. There's nothing else here extra that I could really go over to the stuff. It just really confirms the stuff. However, the most interesting piece of information, which I'm a little bit like, what? And the biggest surprise was Lord Spryzen and Rock Devore. Now, if you don't know, the only two packs that we know are Erased Diavolos and Dusk Balkesh. So going back, so Dusk Balkesh and Artemis, that lines up. Dusk Balkesh and Artemis, Apollos, Diavolos, okay. And this is just right there. And this is an actual listing of the things. So I'm a little bit confused. I don't know if this is going to be paired up with Wave 2, or I was going to say, is it maybe a Wave 3? I don't know. It's really weird. I just, if it's 100%, pictures, and then after we can confirm. But if Hasbro does do Lord Spryzen, hey, that's going to be very interesting, because for starters, you know, I'm just going to throw in this Photoshop of a concept package, not real, right? So this is an example. I threw in Rock Devore there. We'll probably do some wacky recolor for the thing. Spryzen, maybe they'll put the D69 Blitz and maybe put something else, right? So when I was thinking about it, right, for it, you know, Spryzen has to be a left and a right chip. So how is that going to work? Will Lord Spryzen be a right chip, right? Or will it be right and left? How are they going to do Lord? Is Lord going to be right and left? Because I don't think Hasbro chips can work like that, to where they can be left and right compatible and the layer base is left and right compatible. So I don't know if they're maybe going to do another release of Lord where it's a left mold with, and then after another release of Spryzen in a left mold, right? You know what I mean? Very, very interesting. If they do Lord Spryzen, I'll kind of be hyped. It really just depends how they do it. I will say, though, it's going to be interesting to see, because I keep on saying it, but, like, how are they going to do it? Because, like, I understand they're not going to have any metal on the piece, right? That's obvious, right? I could see the GT chip of Spryzen having already the blue axing in the center. That I can easily see. But, you know, how are they going to do the Lord base? Lord base has, like, metal and the rubber on the thing. I guess it would just be pure plastic, which, you know what I mean? Like, big nerf to Lord. Big nerf to Lord for Hasbro, but I don't know. If it does turn out being 100% confirmed, by the way, this is just an edit. I'm going to say it again in case you just skip to this part again. Is edited. I actually put 4 times around the image I edited in the video for no confusion. It's just a concept. This listing, I don't know if I can't say 100%, because really it's only 100% once we see the images. But for now, take it as it is. Would Hasbro be doing Spryzen and Rock Devore? Probably. Is it 100%? Not really 100%. There's a listing for it though. So that's how we're going to end it off, I guess. I would say though that probably for the other bays like Judgment Joker, Lift Dragon, I would maybe for Wave 2 they actually do put new parts for some repeated bays, so that way people don't think it's the same thing. Maybe. I do think that if Balkesh does not actually have the frame, then Joker probably is not going to have turn. Which, again, does go into like an underlining problem with these releases where it's like we're not getting the parts that we should get for the releases. And yes, turn has been released in Switch Strike Hades, but you know what I mean? Wire parts like Dagger, Extend, you know what I mean? There's like it's just like, It's a long list at this point. Even longer if you count all the parts that aren't normal. You know, I hope they're able to pull this off, you know what I mean? And I'm excited to see what Spryzen will be like. So in the comment section below, tell me your thoughts on how you think Hasbro could do Spryzen. Do you think Spryzen could be left and right compatible, or do you think Hasbro has to do multiple releases? Because don't forget, Divalos, the chip isn't left and right. You have to buy one that's right and one that's left. So that's the thing. But thank you all for watching. Have an awesome and amazing day. And as always, make sure to check the description for the sources of all the stuff I talked about.